What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today for Unbox Monday, we are taking a look at AMT's 1963 Chevy Impala SS. So let's go to the box, open it up, see what comes inside, and take more detail later on. Alrighty, so first things first, we're gonna look at the clear parts. You do have your clear tinted tail lights, and then you do have your clear headlights and stuff. I'll keep these in the bag so you don't get scratched up. And then you do have your one-piece rear window and front windshield. So yeah, decals. Decals are actually pretty neat. You do have some striping for the stock car, and then you do have a bunch of little sponsors here and there. Looks like a TV screen on there. Gauge crosser decals, Impala or Chevy emblem, SS badges, and then you can make this into a race car if you want to. Very neat. You got some license plates. Pennsylvania looks like. Very nice decal sheet, and AMT usually has really good decals no matter what. So we do have two clone trees. This first one is going to have quite a bit of tools and stuff. This is a lot of your custom parts for the custom. This is a Ford one, so you can do a stock, race car, custom, or extreme custom. There is your side trim, I think, or bumpers. What's it, bumpers? I'm not exactly sure, but this looks like your custom tree. Okay, here another chrome tree. This is very shiny chrome, but you do have your stock grille. Your headlights are molded in, but not too big a deal. Your bumper does say 1963. So here's your stock bumpers. There's your stock wheels and wheel backings. And then it looks like more custom parts here and there. Looks like tail light inserts, knockoffs, and there's some more trim exhaust. It's like side pipe exhaust. There's some of your custom grille right there, and then your custom wheels. More, there's your other two knockoffs, and then some more custom parts. Looks like a fire extinguisher. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so you do have a engine plug. So just in case you do want to make this to a full-on curbside, you don't want to do an engine, you have that in the kit. Okay, first tree, you do have your seats, your stock seats. We're gonna detail the texture, and then you do have your custom seats. Next one has some more bumpers. Again, it looks like some side panels for your body. Then it looks like a custom bumper or rear insert, I'm not really sure. And then your stock hood. Nice detail on the bottom, really nice. No injector pin marks either, which is really good. So, props to that. Okay, next tree is going to have some more of your custom parts. Not really sure what that is, but you do have some hood scoops, trunk scoops. Yes, I did say a trunk scoop. Yeah, roll cage in here. Yeah, bunny rabbit. Huh, that's pretty cool. Then more custom parts. You do have like a trophy. Looks like, oh, it must be a trophy. Then you got some more TVs. There's a TV, old school TV. That's pretty cool. Seatbelt harness, and then more body parts. And then you do have some seatbelts. Pretty cool. And there's your stock steering wheel. Tree. So it looks like you can make this into a convertible if you want to do some surgery to the car, but you do have a convertible roof down version, which is pretty cool. And then there's your dashboard. Really nice detail. Okay, looks like you got another custom bumper here. Then more inserts, custom parts. Looks like another hood scoop or something, part of your custom grill or something. And then there is your optional engine. So if you want to do an engine, you can, because you do have your big block Chevy engine here. Nice detail. You got your valve covers, exhaust, bottom pulleys, your exhaust or exhaust filter. There's your kind of wonky fan, but very cool. There's your intake. You do have another steering wheel. It looks like this is your stock steering wheel. Pretty nice. Then the last tree, it's going to have your firewall, battery, horn, radiator, and then your custom hood. Okay, you do have your chassis and interior. Here is your main interior bucket. Very nice detail. You have some big injector pin marks, but not a big deal. If you're going to be using flocking or any sort of carpet texture, that should not bother you, and you will see those. But you do have your center console mode in, not too big a deal. You can easily detail paint that. Pedals mode in, and your rear seats are mode in as well, and door panels. So kind of shovel on door panels, but not too big a deal. You can put some photo edge mold on window cranks on there if you want to spice it a little bit. But again, very nice. Again, definitely want to do some carpet texture because there's no carpet texture up here, and definitely hide those injector pin marks. And then there is your chassis. This is all one piece. Again, you do have your engine plug if you want to do the engine plug. If you don't want to do the engine, this thing, but their chassis is very basic, so it's a nice Pomo style kit. So everything's molded in. You got your exhaust, your X frame, you want to call it, drive shaft, your axle and stuff. You do have your gas tank and stuff back there. Spare tire carrier molded in. So very basic. Just paint this black. You do detail paint the exhaust and stuff. Maybe do like a gloss frame and stuff. Maybe gloss up the axle. But again, it's very simplified chassis. But again, it should look the part. You do have your engine bay detail with some wires and stuff on the fenders. You do have some big pins to mount up to the body, so you should have no issue with that. But very nice. Big in body. Here is your body. You do have an upper part of your radiator in, and then you get your brace on there. You can cut that right out. But body looks pretty sharp. Looks pretty nice. Mold lines or panel lines actually not bad. They're actually pretty deep, which is really nice. You do have some good detail for your chrome trim, so you can do your bare metal foil or marker, whatever you want to do. So that looks good. There is your taillight assembly. So most of your taillights are molded in. Not a big deal. Paint them chrome and put a little piece of red, clear red in there. They should look the part. But very nice. Mold lines. There's a big mold line. You can kind of see it on your trunk line. You just gotta follow it across the car. So big one there. There's some really sharp edges on here, so make sure you do sand that down. So that goes for your front fender. So very sharp edges. There's a little bit of flash here, but yeah, not a big deal. Again, more sharp edges. So mold lines are not too bad, but some flashing down here as well. But again, very nice body. And again, you do have your big pins to slide into your chassis, so you should have no issue lining this up with the chassis and stuff. And the final piece in this kit is going to be your wheels and tires. You do get 4 tires. They're all the same size. And then you have your really nice, beautiful skinny sidewall, white wall tires. Really nice. Tread pattern's perfect. And then you can do black wall with your Firestone tires. Again, AMT, I think every AMT shines with their tires. They have their licensing for the Firestone, Goodyear. I mean, their tires are the part. So the tires alone are worth the kit. Really, really nice. But after taking a look at this kit, guys, this is a really nice kit. Very simplified. You can easily do this in like a 24-hour or even a 48-hour group build. This thing will shine. Again, it's a very nice simple kit. You can do the engine, or you don't have to because you do have the engine plug as optional. But the interior is very poor detail, but not a big deal. You can add some photo edge in there, spice it up a little bit with the roll down crank windows for the windows, and then you can add some photo edge seat belts or whatever. You can really do some crazy stuff with this. Again, you do have, it's a 4-in-1, so you can do multiple versions of this car. I think most people will be doing a stock version of this kit. This kit's been out for quite a few years, I think 4 or 5 years. This kit's pushing, which is pretty good. I mean, that means people are still buying this kit, which is really awesome. But again, very nice kit, very basic, but yet it should look apart. You do a huge decal sheet, and yeah, really nice kit. There's your optional parts. Again, I don't know. I don't think not many people do this because it looks, to me, it looks kind of weird. Again, you do have your trunk, but I did mention a trunk lip spoiler or intake. Well, there you go. There's your trunk and here's your hood. So it is kind of weird to do the weird custom, for how you modified custom, but I guess some people might like that, but I don't know. I think most people would just be doing a stock version like that. The stock car just looks really good, and I think that's where this kit shines. But you do have, like I mentioned, you do have a roll cage, your custom parts. There's your TV, optional parts, so option grills and stuff. So this kit is very, very nice, and I do recommend it for a nice, quick, nice build. But alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and until next video, we'll catch you next time.